Grace never earned more than minimum wage, yet she died with $7 million. The influencer, she makes six figures, but she is secretly drowning in debt. It sounds impossible, but it's true. The secretary's name was Grace Groner. She worked at a desk for 43 years. She lived in a small one-bedroom cottage and shopped at thrift stores. But when she died, the world was shocked to learn she had a fortune in the bank. The influencer is doing the opposite. She is leasing a Range Rover she can't afford just to keep up appearances. We are taught that money is math. We are taught it's about being a girl boss, aggressive negotiation, and complicated stock charts. But as Morgan Housel writes in The Psychology of Money, that is a lie. Money isn't math. Money is psychology. And specifically for us women, money is emotional. To understand how to actually build the kind of wealth Grace had, we have to understand that getting money and keeping money are two completely different skills. Getting money requires putting yourself out there. It requires hustle. But keeping money, that requires the opposite. Keeping money requires humility. It requires silence. It requires the confidence to not show off. Grace didn't end up with $7 million because she was a financial genius. She won because she was patient. She treated her money like a garden. She planted seeds. She watered them. And most importantly, she didn't dig them up every week to see if they were growing. She survived the bad times without panicking, and she let time do the heavy lifting. We often feel like we need to be active investors to be smart. We think we need to be checking apps and moving money around, but the most powerful force in finance is time. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. But we don't like time. We want results now. And if we are being honest with ourselves, that impatience is usually driven by one thing, the need to impress other women. I want you to imagine a specific woman. You've seen her on Instagram or walking down the street. She has the perfect aesthetic, the Tulum trip, the brand new car with the huge red bow, and that $20,000 Birkin bag. You look at her and think, wow, if I had that bag, people would know I made it. They would respect me. But here's the trap. This is what Housel calls the man in the car paradox, but let's call it the woman with the bag. You aren't actually admiring her. You don't know her. You don't know if she's happy. You don't know if she's fighting with her partner about money every night. You don't know if she is drowning in debt just to hold that handle. You are using her as a mannequin for your own daydream. You don't want to be her. You just want her stuff because you think it buys respect. But humility, kindness, and empathy will bring you more respect than a designer bag ever will. Wealth is what you don't see. It's the bag not bought, the upgrade declined. It is the diamond necklace you left at the store so you could watch your compounding interest grow instead. But this is hard because we are social creatures. We are wired to connect and compare. I want to know, what is one thing you bought to impress other people that you now regret? Tell me in the comments. Was it a pair of shoes? A luxury car? Let's be honest about the cost of our ego down below. This brings us to the hardest financial skill for women in the modern world, getting the goalpost to stop moving. There is a concept called enough, and enough is not a scary word. It doesn't mean you're lazy or you don't have ambition. It means you know when to stop risking what you have and need for what you don't have and don't need. It is so easy to open social media, see someone's get ready with me video in their massive closet, and think, I need to keep up. But comparison is the thief of joy. The only game you can win is your own. Grace Groner won her game because she never tried to play anyone else's. She wasn't trying to impress the neighbors. She was trying to be free. So what is the actual plan? How do we navigate this? The plan is to become reasonable, not rational. A rational person tries to make the perfect mathematical decision every single time. A rational person says, you should never pay off your mortgage early because the math says you can make more money in the stock market. But we aren't spreadsheets. We are emotional human beings who need to sleep at night. A reasonable woman makes decisions that give her peace. If paying off your house makes you feel safe, if it makes you feel like no one can ever take this away from you, then pay off the house, even if the math says it's wrong. Peace of mind has a value that spreadsheets can't calculate. We need to become comfortable with making financial decisions that minimize regret, not just maximize returns. So if we aren't buying the bag and we aren't chasing the highest possible return at the cost of our sanity, what are we doing? Why are we saving? Is it just to see a number go up? No, we are buying the highest dividend. Money pays freedom. Money's greatest value is its ability to give you control over your time. This is your walk-away fund. It's not about buying a yacht. It's about buying the ability to walk away from a toxic boss who doesn't respect your boundaries. It's about the ability to leave a bad relationship because you aren't financially dependent on him. It is the power to say no to a situation that drains your soul. When you have no savings, you have to take the first job offered to you. When you have 6 months of expenses saved, you can wait for the right job. When you have 5 years of expenses saved, you can quit the job you hate and start the business you've always dreamed of. That is real luxury. It's not a logo on a purse, it's the peace of mind knowing you are okay no matter what happens. We need to become comfortable with being invisible. We need to be okay with the fact that our friends might not know we are wealthy. We need to derive our confidence from our bank accounts, not our outfits. This journey isn't easy because the world is constantly screaming at you to spend. But you are smarter than that. You know that true wealth is the option to say no. It is the freedom to wake up and own your day. We need to stop trying to win a game we didn't agree to play. We are building invisible wealth so we can own our time, not just our things. If you are ready to build that freedom with us, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get rich the right way together.